I had known ever since I can remember that I had been not only adopted, but I had been born about 4 months premature. And I knew that I had been very sick and very tiny, and the doctors didn't have a very good prognosis for my life. And to me, I didn't have a lot of questions about that growing up, because I guess to me it didn't matter, because I was healthy, I was in a great home, I was loved, and life was good.
But Melissa only knew part of the story. She was 14 when her older sister got pregnant out of wedlock and considered an abortion. Melissa's mother, Linda, wanted to stop her daughter from having the abortion and told her daughters the shocking circumstances of Melissa's birth.
She said, "You know, we never meant to keep it from you. There's no easy way to tell you this. Please know that we'll always love you." And then she just kind of blurted it out. She said, "You know, Melissa, your mother had an abortion during her 5th month of pregnancy with you, and you survived it."
In 1978, Melissa's teenage birth mother walked into an abortion clinic expecting to walk out with her problem solved. She chose a saline injection to end the life of her 5-month-old baby. When the procedure was over, a nurse heard her 2-pound baby crying from the discarded medical waste. Social services knew Mr. and Mrs. Cross wanted to adopt another baby girl, but they didn't know if they would take such a high-risk baby.
When we first saw Melissa, her head was shaved from temple to temple because she was too little to suck, and they fed her intravenously. Told us all the things that could be wrong with her because of the premature birth, but as soon as they put her in my arms, I knew she was going to be fine. She was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Melissa recovered completely and lived a normal childhood until the circumstances of her birth were revealed. Now questions flooded her mind.
The biggest question was why? Why could you make that decision to end my life? You know, could I have been so unwanted and so unloved by them? Even though I knew that Jesus loved me and my family loved me, it could not take away the pain. For me, it made absolute sense to look for my biological parents. I mean, first of all, I wanted answers, and then very quickly it moved to wanting to let them know that I was okay. And I also wanted to let them know that no matter what, I'm still their daughter, and let them know that I also forgave them.
Over the next 16 years, Melissa conducted an exhaustive and painful search for her birth parents. After gaining access to her records, she discovered her birth father had passed away. Melissa was able to locate her maternal grandparents, who responded to her efforts with a letter and pictures. But they decided it was best not to contact her birth mother.
In the letter, my grandfather included a couple pictures of my mother. And when I looked at those pictures, I couldn't recognize anything about myself in her. But that was a huge moment in my life, too, because I'll just remember always looking at that picture, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I went, "Lord, I get it. I'm not her. I wasn't supposed to be her. I'm me, and I'm a wonderful gift the way that you made me."
Melissa is now married, and there is no doubt in her mind that God saved her for a purpose. And part of that purpose, she says, is sharing her story of life with the world. And she treasures being a mother herself.
I know that that was the Lord's plan for me also, because all those years I just desperately wanted to be a mother. But I was very scared. I had to heal from a lot of pain about my life. And so I didn't want to become a mother until I felt like I was whole.
Ironically, Melissa gave birth to Olivia in the same hospital her own life was supposed to end.
I literally used to drive past that hospital gripping the wheel of my car, because it was so hurtful for me to know that that is the building where I struggled for my life. And now I can drive past that hospital with my head held high, because it holds the most beautiful memories that I will ever hold in this life. There is no greater gift, I believe, that a woman can give than life to a child. And if she believes that she can't provide for that child forever, that the next best thing that she can do for that child then is to give them the joy of being with another family for adoption. And so, you know, people can say all the time, you shouldn't have lived. How could you have lived? And for me, that answer is very simple. It was the Lord. He had every hand in it. The Lord packaged me this way, and He made me the person that I am to go forth and share His message.